Cricket fans are plenty, but not all can be called cricket lovers. Cricket lovers just don't look at cricket as number game, but they analyze it intensely and extensively. They breathe cricket and they live cricket. We are excited to bring to you exclusive chat with great batting legend Mr. G.R. Viswanath. Sportsnasha spoke to first little master of Indian cricket in his hometown, Bengaluru. Vishy, as we all know, was popular for his artistic stroke play and also known as man of crisis like VVS Lakshman. Little Master was famous for not one, but many world-class match-winning innings. We are now glad to share the special and untold memories with his millions of fans all over the world.
Hello everyone, I am Rajesh Dev from Sportsnasha, and we are here with a legend, one of the all-time greats of Indian cricket, Mr. G.R. Viswanath. They say cricket is a game of gentlemen, and there are some icons, some legends who proved it over the years that it is really a game of gentlemen. And we love G.R. Viswanath, lovingly called as Vishy sir, for so many reasons.
No, Vishy sir, Vishy.
No sir, we...
Generally, they call me Vishy.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Lovingly called as Vishy. So, for so many reasons, one of the reasons is his sporting nature, gentleman approach. Plus, he is a man of crisis for India. Whenever India was in trouble, due to swing bowling, due to spin bowling, due to wicket unplayable, he was there to lead our team to victory. They say in those days, even to draw a match was difficult. And here is a batsman who has taken us to victories. And man of crisis, as I said, then whenever India are 0 for 2, and if Vishy is there, we were relieved. We will be out of this and move into a safe zone. And number of occasions when he has saved India and taken us to victory. And we remember his batting from 71 series. In 69, I was just 8 years old. But I remember one knock, a century on debut, where he had hit battery of fast bowlers from Australia. And since I have only heard about that, and I was just about knowing about cricket, Vishy sir, I would like to start with that series, 1969, when Australia had visited here under the captaincy of Bill Lawry, and so many star players in batting and bowling. And under that, in debut test, when you were just 20 years old, you had scored a century on debut and hitting those fast bowlers to all corners. And that is where India took a note of you. So, can you please share your experience about that series and that inning?
Well, it's pretty long time, isn't it?
Yes.
69, 70.
Yeah.
But generally, I'll never forget that because it happens to be my debut test match as well as, after scoring 0 in the first innings, then scoring 100 the second innings. It's anybody's, especially youngsters like me, playing your first test and get to see both sides of the coin, 0 and 100. Nothing like it, but you really feel sort of dejected when you scored 0. That's what happened to me, or for that matter, anybody. It's nobody wants that kind of atmosphere because the career starts from in your first test and first innings itself. But so many cricketers, they've gone through like this, and so I also felt that if after scoring 0 because my roomie was Eknath Solkar. In fact, a couple of test matches before, in the New Zealand team came to India, he played the last test at Hyderabad against New Zealand, and he scored 0. Then, that time I was his roomie as well, and so I literally pacified him, saying that this thing happens in anybody, it can happen. It's unfortunately it's happening to you now, but you have to go through this, and all the great cricketers, they went like this, and so I rattled some names and whatever it came to my mind, and so when I scored 0, and he was there next to me, and he told me, this thing happens for great cricketers, and he rattled up all the names, including his own name. So I also went through this, and so, and then it happened. So in the second innings, I scored a century. It was, I think, one of the best hundreds in my career.
True.
Because a lot of pressure on me in that particular innings, because I already scored 0 in the first innings, and suppose if I don't score in the second innings, I don't know what will happen to my career and all these things. It was literally hitting my head. So I was really, really relieved when I got 100, and the attack was really good. Like you always thought that Australian cricket and Australian cricketers, they're very, very tough, whether they play in Australia or away from the country. So even now I rate them as one of the best side in the world. So when I played against them in my debut series, I thoroughly enjoyed that, and playing against Mackenzie and Freeman and Laurie Main in their new ball bowlers, and plus 2 of the greatest spinners I played against. It's not that, like, of course I played against Bishan Chandra and Bedi and Venkat some stage or the other, but not in a test match, but I played against them. But it's totally different when you're playing for the country, and I always felt that this like Gleason and Mallet, I think one of the easily the 2 best spinners I faced.
Yes.
Because they always say that Gleason was a mystery bowler. I don't think any mystery around him. If you watch, basically, I always advise that any youngsters, those who start playing, you have to watch the bowler's hand, and then what they do, you can easily make out, and that's how you pick up the length of the ball much earlier than other cricketers. So I watched that when I faced Gleason, but no doubt he was a very, very good bowler, but there's no mystery behind it.
Right.
When he bowled like this, he's off spinner. When he bowled his leg spinner, he's a googly. So it's like our Chandra.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Chandra, some people say he didn't know what he was bowling. No, I don't think it's correct statement. Even Chandrasekhar, if you ask him now, he doesn't like that statement at all.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't know what he is bowling, then how because I stayed in most of the test matches in first cliff when Chandra was bowling. So I saw him bowling googles on the off stump or just outside the off stump. So that means he knew that ball coming in. So if he doesn't know, he would have pitched outside the leg stump or something like that. So there's no mystery behind anybody. For that matter, I don't think any bowler is a mystery, according to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I felt that that innings was. It's make or breakaway for me, and that's why I really enjoyed. Not because of that, because the innings which I can't, because there was no video or anything, but certainly it's in my mind. It will never erase from me. The wicket was good, of course, and still you have to make your runs. And it was a very, very clean innings. There was no catches being dropped or anything. And out of 137, I scored 25 boundaries.
Yeah, that's
boundaries.
what I was going to ask. 24 or 25.
All clean boundaries, and thoroughly enjoyed all the strokes. So it's one of the best hundreds that really shaped my career.
Right.
But there was a lot of pressure. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely, and because Captain Pataudi was leading the side for us, and he gave a lot of confidence in that, especially second innings. I was a bit nervous, before I went into bat. I never got out from my seat, and but he just tapped some, in between, and then he said, "Just relax, don't worry, you're going to get 100." Not that just because he told me that I got 100, but that saying that word, and it makes you relax totally.
Right.
All these things literally worked for me. So I'll never forget that 100.
Absolutely. In 1971 series, where Wadekar won first series outside India, that time you were the only batsman outside Mumbai, if I remember very well, sir. First 7 players, Gavaskar, Mankad, Wadekar, Sardesai, Viswanath, Solkar, Engineer. You were the only one outside Mumbai, and we just used to admire that. And we remember your knock-off, very, very crucial knock-off, 33 in that chase of 171, and there the tension must have been double what you had mentioned now, because India was approaching a victory and already we had lost 5 wickets, I think, but you and Engineer had that partnership. And I remember that very well, listening to the commentary. Can you share your experience in that particular situation?
No, that was one of the best series, because as you mentioned, Wadekar captain the side, and the first time we won on a foreign soil, and that too against England. In England, it's a great achievement, and everyone put their right foot forward. It was very tense match, and because this situation brought by Chandrasekhar's bowling.
Yes.
He was
6
tremendous,
wickets.
and he got 6 for 38 at the old Test match. So he brought much closer to winning the Test match as well as the series. Even though it was 170, looked small total, but because I think
we had lost 5 wickets.
Ray Illingworth captaining the side, and he was a very, very shrewd captain. I think one of the best captains I played against. So he was very shrewd, and he never gave an inch till he lost the Test match. It was tense moment for all of us, and we lost. We had a good partnership between Wadekar and Sardesai a little bit. Wadekar played a very good knock there, but we lost a couple of wickets like Ajit and Sardesai. Then we had a partnership again with Farooq and myself.
Yes.
So that came a little closer to the total which we needed.
Yeah.
So that was very, very tense match as well. Yeah. And as I said, the best series which all of us, I think, it's not just me, I think all of us played. Winning against England in England, was a tremendous achievement.
Correct. And for us, me and Shirish, your best series was 74-75 against West Indies when Clive Lloyd had come here, and we remember each and every innings sir there. And after first test, Sunil Gavaskar got injured. He was not there for 3 tests in between. He came back for Wankhede test, and those test matches, fiery bowling of Andy Roberts and others, Van Holder, Boyce, Julian, and your knock of 139 at Calcutta, and then one of the greatest innings of Indian batsman, 97 against Andy Roberts at Madras, now Chennai.
It's also part of business top 30 innings, only non-100 innings.
Yeah, that's top.
I saw that,
That unfortunately there that time live telecast was available only in the local city. That means if the match is in Calcutta, live telecast will be in Calcutta. So we missed that live. We saw the highlights. We remember that. And from 76 for 6 at Madras, you took us to 197. And in company of Karsan Ghauri, Prasanna, Bedi and Chandra. We just remember those shots and those fiery bowling of Andy Roberts on green top. And what is it that distinguishes you from the others, that when others are finding it so difficult to play and you had taken us to victories? So would like to know something about that series.
No, it was a tough series because we lost Sunny after the first test till the last test because he was injured in between, and I was playing the Dilip Trophy game.
Right.
So he got injured in his finger, and then even Patowdi got injured and he didn't play a couple of test matches.
Yes.
So the best batsman, we lost in the series for a while. So it was very tough, and so somebody has to take initiative.
Right.
Probably it's not that I took anything special out of this. I just played my normal game, and everyone says that 97 the best now. Given recently I've been to Chennai, and they had some awards ceremony. So there again, a lot of people around there, but there were question and answer out of say about 25 questions, 20 questions about that particular test match only. So still they talk about that knock. Well, it was a very good knock. I really admired that myself because as you said that when I was batting 30 on the my individual score, I saw person batting other end. So I thought, okay, you have to play your shots. So I just, it's not that I don't, generally I go for my shots, and generally I play my batting style is attacking.
Yes.
So I just played one of those kind of knock which attacked the bowling. Yes, Roberts was quick. The wicket was slightly bouncy, compared to other wickets in India, and he bowled really quick. So all other fast bowlers as well, but he really picked up the main batters in the beginning itself, and then put the pressure throughout on our innings. So then Carson got out. I saw Bishan coming in, so I had to play more shots, and see, just everything worked for me that particular day. But 139 in Calcutta, that it not just because I scored a century there, but that innings I had to stay there. I had to have partnership, around other batters. So I read that one. I'm talking about my own thinking of to test matches.
Yes, 139.
Two different innings. So I prefer Calcutta innings.
Okay.
Much more than, not much more, but slightly
better than
okay. Madras one.
Right. Even first inning also you had a half century there. Calcutta.
In Calcutta, yes, I scored 52 and 139 in the second inning. We had partnership between Carson and also Madan Lal. So I had to have a partnership with other batsmen.
Right.
Here, even though like Carson and Bedi, it was small partnerships, but here totally different atmosphere. I had to, not only me, I had to have my partner to be stay with me for longer period.
Right.
So the two test matches we won, which brought us to all into before he went into Wankhede test match, and Wankhede playing for the first time. Test in Bombay. So that really, I think one of the best series I played. Even though I played in another one in Australia, in the 5-test series, which I scored more than 500 runs without scoring 100.
Yeah, I know, 5 consecutive half centuries.
Yeah.
From third test.
So two different series, but I felt this West Indian attack was
bit superior,
much better than the Australians then.
Even in this Wankhede test, first inning you scored 95, and in the second you
17.
scored 4 boundaries, and then you were bowled by a beauty by Van Holder.
Yeah.
Was that law of averages, or what was just that was beautiful ball? Because Lloyd said that point when Vishy got out, we knew we have won the match.
Oh well, it's so nice of him to say that. Personality like Clive Lloyd telling me, like a tiny like me. So it's good to see, good to hear that now. That fear I created also for the huge man. Yeah, but nice because he and Richards, they always admired me. I know that, because we played a lot of test matches together, and they always like, of course, Sunny. Sunny is a real king in West Indies, of course, anywhere. But he himself said that he liked to play in West Indies. I won't say, or anybody will say that he liked to play fast bowling West Indies fast bowlers, or for that matter any fast bowlers, because nobody wants to play fast bowling.
Yeah.
As simple as that. If someone says, "Oh, I like it," he must be lying. Totally. That was a good series.
Yeah, really.